Bravo, ladies. I now disclose to you the title of this piece is called Horse Race. Is that fitting with the gracefulness and the energy of the animals as we witnessed in the previous slideshow? Next, we have music on harp featuring Ron Korb and JiaLiang Zhu. Oh, I beg your pardon, I meant music on flutes. My mind is still filled with the beautiful harp music. And that's why I guess Ron Korb was a little confused. No, I don't play the harp.
So the mic's not on yet, and I'm glad I don't have to play the harp. So the first piece we're going to play is called Blue Bamboo, and it features the Chinese flute, not Chinese flute, but we're playing it in sort of a Japanese style. I think we have to. Very good. Oh, yeah. Okay. Ready? very briefly about this instrument. Does anyone know what this is? I'm sure some of you do. This is a xiao, dong xiao. And many of you know, of course, this is a Chinese instrument, but what you probably didn't know is Dr. Poi, or Dr. Poi, two Dr. Pois, talked about how finance, trade, merchandise traveled along the Silk Road, but also musical instruments traveled along the Silk Road. And this is one of them. This is called the ney, or nai, in Egypt and Persia. And it's a very, very old instrument. It's over 4,000 years old. Even in ancient Egypt, they had this instrument. And it sort of arrived in China around 1000 BC. And eventually it made its way all the way to Japan, where it became the shakuhachi. What's interesting about this instrument, though, is in Persia or Egypt, they actually use these scales. That kind of sort of Arabic sounding scale. But when it came to China, they just used the pentatonic scale, sort of more simple and kind of pastoral, very serene, sort of like the Mongolian pictures you were showing us. Sort of like that. And I don't know if maybe it's because I think probably back then women were allowed to play it and the men didn't study very hard. But then when it came to Japan, it became more of a sort of a spiritual instrument used in Zen Buddhism. And they added a lot of those little inflections that you normally hear in Japanese music. Now, of course, this flute, because it has such a small bore, it's a little bit difficult to do it, but I'll just try. Moving right along, so the xiao is played sort of, like I said, very serenely, very contemplative. But this instrument here, the dizi, the transverse Chinese flute, it is more of a happy, sort of lively sort of flute. And this piece is called Little Jade. It's from my new album, Asia Beauty. Now this is a very special instrument. I don't think any of you will guess what this is. Oh, that's a cell phone. This is called a ba wu, and this is from Yunnan province in China. But it's kind of, in a way, very reminiscent of Mongolian music and that kind of style because it's played in the mountains. And this piece is called Two Mountains, which I wrote, again, for the Asia Beauty album. And the idea of it, of course, is that there's a guy playing the ba wu, this instrument, and of course a girl is on the other mountain hearing it and maybe singing back or maybe texting him back.